to Keto Weekly Update with your host, Alycia from Keto Upgrade.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of Keto Weekly Update. Unfortunately, the horrible news. I really didn't weigh myself at a good point this week at all. I've just been so stressed out about some stuff. So last I measured myself, which wasn't at a good time, was I was 4 pounds up. But I'm also just got my friend for the first time in a year, so that's fun too. And I'm guessing that has something to do with how much I want to eat right now and how much I have gained. Sorry about the noise. My father-in-law is building my office as we speak down next to the bakery, so it's a little bit loud. So back to the stress. I've been in the bakery this week. I have my first vendor show on April 1st. And I still have not been able to figure out my bread. And I have wasted probably $300, if not more, dollars worth of ingredients trying to figure out my low carb bread, doing 6 loaves at a time in a mixer. And I don't know. I'm at a loss. There's only a couple things left to experiment with to figure this out because I don't know what else it could be. So I'm going to show you that in a minute. I'm going to take you down into the bakery and give you a little tour now that I'm actually in there baking. I have pretty much everything I need. It's a little cluttered in there right now because we have stuff that should be in my office in the bakery right now. But it's craziness. But I'll be back to talking about what I think might be the reason the bread isn't working when I go down to the bakery. But I also want to mention I found these at Walmart, a new flavor of Lily's chocolate chips. And I pretty much like all their specialty ones except for the mint. They have white chocolate peppermint, which is delicious. But then they have a chocolate mint. It tasted like fennel to me. I don't know why, but I was so bummed because I was excited to get that. And I think I made a recipe with it on this channel at Christmas time 2 years ago without tasting them first, and I made it and I ate the cookie and I'm like, this tastes weird. And then I tried the chips and that was weird too. But the only other thing that maybe I don't like is if it's too dark for me. So some of the bars and stuff, I like the cookies and cream, the birthday cake, the orange chocolate. They have a salted caramel. It's really good. All those ones I pretty much like. The only ones I don't are I don't get special dark. I don't eat those on the regular because I just don't like dark chocolate. I like sweeter stuff. So this is all their specialty ones are almost always pretty sweet. The butterscotch is almost too sweet for me, but we're gonna try this one. And I don't mind their white chocolate. It's not as sweet as the Baked Believe. I think it's way too sweet, their white chocolate. But I thought these were fun and festive. They're pink and white. They just have a hint of raspberry. Problem with all their specialty ones is that they're way higher in carbs. So 2 grams for a half an ounce. So when you're adding it to something, you just got to be mindful of how much you're adding because it'll add a lot to your baked goods. A half an ounce of chocolate you can easily put into 1 brownie. If your brownie's already high, it makes it even higher with adding the chocolate chips. My brownie recipe is a 1 net carb per brownie. So I usually can tend to add something a little bit higher in carbs to it to make it a different flavor. I did just do an experiment with these in the bakery. We'll see how they turn out. There might be a video coming soon on that. But I got inspired when I saw these at the store. I had to try and make something out of them. But they're pretty good. Now let's go down to the bakery. It's gonna be pretty loud. Welcome to my bakery. So I got a sliding door. We got to put a hook or something on here so Van can't escape if I have him in here with me. But I got my ice cream maker. These are all my backup ingredients and some things that I need to experiment with still. I got my 2-bay sink with that in there. Right, I just finished dishes except for that. I I got so frustrated that I left the batter in the bowl, so the whisk needs to be soaked for a little while with all the dried egg white on it. I have 2 dehydrators now because I had 2 at the bakery. One was hers though, so I had to get another one. This is another storage cabinet. It has all my like to-go containers and stuff in it. This is stuff that shouldn't be in here. I have my chef coat. I took it off to do dishes. But this is some catering vendor stuff that I need to take along with me. But this has all the cookie cutters and cupcake tins. This needs to get put somewhere. This stuff all needs to go. I have a mop bucket. I got my containers for the ice cream. I got a broom and dustpan. Pretty much I tried to set it up exactly like a kitchen would be set up. I got some drying racks up there, my towels and stuff. And then this is spare ingredients also. And some to-go stuff and plasticware. This is my bread station. I have everything to make my bread. Psyllium, yeast, cream of tartar, inulin, heavy cream powder, salt, my Italian herb mix. So it's all here, and then my egg white and allulose down here, and my bread pans and stuff. I just bought a $1,000 mixer, which actually isn't that expensive for a 30-quart mixer. So I'm kicking myself for just not buying a super expensive one because this one is not working to make my 6 loaves of bread. This is, I believe, a 20-quart mixer. I tried in this also, and that didn't work either. And I just did a 4 times batch in that. And the only thing I can think of, I did a 4 times batch in this one. I took out 450 grams, which should be a loaf of bread, and put it into my regular KitchenAid stand mixer, and that didn't work either. So the only thing I can think of, there's 2 things. All my ingredients are the same, except for I could not get the Rose Acres egg white powder. I'm using that Now brand, which I could have swore I've used before. Not positive though, so I might need to test that. The only other thing is that none of the whips for any of these mixers actually hit around the edge. Like they all have like a tiny bit that is not whipped. So that's the only other thing I can think of. So what I'm gonna have to do is try a batch upstairs in my KitchenAid mixer, because I know it works in that one. Because believe it or not, I haven't used any of these mixers and made a successful loaf of bread yet. So that's the only other thing I can think of. Back to the tour. Then I got chocolate chips, bowls, my unflavored whey protein, because I use that all the time. And then all the other ingredients I use all the time. These are like kind of backup, one-off things I use. Refrigerator. I bought actual kitchen garbage cans. One for recycles. I finally got a microwave. We'll see how, I mean, so far I like it, but I mean, as long as it doesn't poop out on me, you know, it should be good. I bought a first aid kit just in case to have down here. Foil, and then I got that all organized. Spices and mixes and extracts. All my like office stuff, which will probably, a lot of the stuff will be in the office once it's done. Same thing with my POS system. And then just all my utensils and stuff. Measuring cups. And then pans, stuff I haven't pulled out to use yet. I just bought this. This was really expensive, but I'm excited to use it. A Breville food processor. And it comes with like a huge container thing filled with a bunch of different blades and stuff. Can't wait. And then just some other silicone things that I use. And then my speed rack with all the yummy stuff I've been cooking for the vendor show. And yeah, I think that's about it. And then these are all my little cake decorating and one-off utensils, box grater, squeezer, stuff like that. The only thing I didn't design in this, and I didn't think to even buy, I bought all these stainless steel tables, But I didn't buy any that had drawers, which was probably a mistake on my part. So, nope, for next time, if I ever have to build a bakery again, to build some tables, get some tables with drawers. And then this is my beautiful new range, the American gas range. I got my nice backsplash and the hood that vents outside, which is nice. So yeah, I think that's everything in the bakery. So far, I'm really liking it. I mean, it's not as much space as I would like to have, like counter-wise, because like I said, I need drawers. Like I should have had drawers for all my utensils and stuff. That would have freed up a lot of room on countertops for me. But other than that, I am enjoying it and just very stressed trying to get all this stuff done in 2 days. And I haven't even started taking orders from customers. This is just for one 6-hour vendor show on Saturday. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I'm not going to be too much more stressed with orders from people. But I really want to get my bread figured out because that's what's really stressing me out. So, I don't know. I probably won't lose any weight until I start working more and getting outside. And it's still cold here. It was like blizzarding yesterday. So, getting outside, working more, and stressing less. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little weekly update. Thank you for subscribing and hitting the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment below how you guys are going. How is the weather where you are? Because I am sick of snow. Hopefully soon it will be springtime. Thanks for joining me, and as always, I'll be back with another keto video. Bye guys. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. You laughing? Yeah.